Hey, where are you? You sound like you're in a closet.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Closet Cast episode 7. This is Closet Cast episode 8. Today I'm joined by
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky is joining us today.
Pretty Ricky Barbian. Call me Arby for short.
I can't understand him. Ricky Bobby?
Nah, Ricky Barbarian.
Pretty Ricky Barbarian.
Nah, Barbian.
Pretty Ricky Bobby.
There we go.
That's great. You got the drip. Do you want to kind of describe to everyone what you got on here?
I got a $500 watch.
Mm.
And I got $100 rings and $100 coat. What's it to ya?
What about the glasses?
These glasses were free.
Free. From where? Where did you get those for free?
I think I got them from a Goodwill.
So you robbed a Goodwill?
Nah, they had one of those sticker days with a different color.
And that was one of the things.
And it was the free day at Goodwill.
So they had a sticker on it that said to just take it.
Yep.
So why is it even at Goodwill if they're not going to make a profit?
It was the Goodwill bins.
The bins?
Yeah, the bins.
I'm pretty sure you can't just take stuff for free at the bins.
You pay by the pound down there, and these didn't weigh a pound, so they said just take them.
For real?
Yup, they said just take them. That's not true.
Okay. Well, they look great.
Thanks, they're my turbos.
How much is that toothpick?
This toothpick was, if I do the math, it was about 99 cents for 100 of them. So it's about a cent.
A cent. You know, if you ever need more, if you chew that one up a lot, if you're really chewing on that one like good, I can get you a new one.
This is a square cut toothpick.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any of the square cut ones, but I do have like the circular kind.
Sorry I don't speak Baroque.
But yeah, welcome back.
I've never been here before.
He's never been. This is like metaphorically welcome back into my life because you and I have known each other for 10 years. At least 10 years. I met you, I was playing basketball.
And I was sitting on the corner of Detroit City.
Yeah, you were sitting on the corner of Detroit City.
It's right by River Rock and Lansing and all the other cities in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
So right on the corner.
That's probably where it was. I don't remember because I was so small and tiny, and you were like 42 at that time.
And you were playing basketball?
I was playing basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a spotter.
Yeah.
And you were you saw me and
I told you I was a scout for the Detroit Pistons, and you said I'd do anything to get on the team.
I would. And look, here I am now.
And that's when I introduced you to my escort service.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes, totally legal in the state of Michigan.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember any of that, Uncle Rick.
That's what you call me, Uncle Pretty Ricky.
Uncle Pretty Ricky. Yeah, I know that's what I call you. What do you like to do? What do you do for fun?
In an average day, I'd say I wake up and I walk the corners downtown. And then maybe hang out with some women of the night.
What does that mean?
Women of the night are fancily dressed women who provide their services for a fee.
Oh.
And it's totally legal.
Legal?
In 2 or 3 states.
Okay.
And those are the states in which I do that in.
Do you have a regular?
Do I personally have a regular?
Yeah, do you have like someone you like to go to a lot?
Yeah, her name is Magnolia.
Magnolia?
Yeah, Magnolia.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's she look like?
If you picture Paul Thomas Anderson, but with huge tits.
That's your speed?
That's my speed, not to be confused with the film Speed.
Oh, shit.
Or the drug Speed, which I've never done. This is a person with ADHD's worst nightmare.
Oh, God, Hunter. I know this guy named Hunter.
Which is not me.
It's not. I just know this guy named Hunter. Have you met him?
Yes, I have. He's a cool dude. He's a regular of mine.
He has a similar drip to you.
Yes, I am not Hunter. I would be a poon hunter. That's what I think you meant to say. Subconsciously.
No. That's not what I meant to say.
I think you did.
Okay, maybe I did. So I mean, do you have any topics for us today? I know I remember you were telling me at the jazz club that you really wanted to talk about something on the podcast.
Yes, of course. At the jazz club, I brought up many topics to you.
Yeah,
and we shall now talk about them right now.
On the podcast.
On the podcast.
Yeah.
So the first topic.
Oh yeah.
That you wanted me to bring up.
Yeah.
To you.
Mm-hmm.
Was who does your hair?
Who does my hair?
Yeah, who does your hair? Where do you get your hair done? I'm in the market for getting my hair done. Maybe a cut, color, and a perm.
A cut, a color, and a perm.
Correct. I want my hair curlier.
Shit. Okay, well, I mean, I know a place. Yeah, I know a place. It's called Diesel Barbershop.
Nice.
Pretty good. $30 a haircut.
I got a guy in my stable named Diesel. Any relation?
I don't think so.
Oh.
There's no relation.
Talking about stables. This is a horseshoe. It's good luck.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't ask.
I don't remember asking.
Yeah, that's what but yeah, Diesel haircuts. Pretty good stuff. $30.
Sounds kind of expensive.
$30.
I go to a place right now called Laura's. They charge me $5 for a haircut.
$5?
$5 for a haircut. If you got hair longer than shoulder length, it's $10.
How do they afford to stay open with?
It's all cash.
They take cash?
Only cash.
That sounds like a business front.
It might be.
Would you still shop at a place if they were a business front? You know?
If they had a good service and a good product, of course. Otherwise, I would have no clients at all.
That's interesting.
It's not illegal.
Have you ever, do you ever do a game where you, like, are driving and you, point at stores and, like, that's definitely a front?
I've done that before as well. And another game I do when I'm driving is sometimes when I'm driving my 1979 Ford Thunderbird Heritage Edition, I'll grab the steering wheel and just close my eyes. And I'll count to see how long I can do it for.
You close your eyes?
Correct, I close my eyes. Sometimes I'm on the Hone Bridge. I just close my eyes and I sit there and I drive. I've gotten up to 79 seconds.
A full 79 seconds?
Correct, it only takes you 63 to get over the Hone.
Has anyone gotten hurt doing this? Because of
anyone other than myself, I can't legally say. The case is still outstanding. Let's not ask any more questions about it.
That's definitely illegal, what you're doing.
I don't think it's illegal to close your eyes while driving. Show me the law.
Probably driving recklessly and putting other people in danger.
Is it reckless to close your eyes? Because if so, I'm reckless 24/7.
Yeah, I think it's definitely illegal. You got allergies?
Yes, I have allergies, and I forgot to take my nasal spray this morning.
I got some if you want.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Only if it's Colombian nasal spray.
Colombian?
Colombian nasal spray.
Elaborate.
Colombian nasal spray.
Is that like a perfume?
Yeah, you could call it that.
That's cool. What was your childhood like? Like, what did you do?
Well, you and we met in Detroit Rock City.
Yeah.
And I actually grew up in Flint, Michigan.
Jesus Christ, that explains a lot.
Well, I never drank the water.
What did you?
I was raised purely on crystal and kerosene. Fuel of the gods.
So you never drank water.
Never drink water. You know what a crack baby is? I'm the opposite. I'm an alcohol baby only. Liquid lunch 24/7.
So you got like an IV in or something?
Right now, what do you think his pockets are filled with?
Well, I don't know. Probably money.
What, do you think they were my piss bag?
No.
Because I don't have one of those.
Okay.
I definitely don't have one of those.
I believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
You sound insincere.
No, Come on, I'm the most insincere.
But to tell you about my childhood, I was raised by a loving mother and a loving father.
Yeah.
And then somewhere I lost the plot, you know? Somewhere along the way I just lost the plot. And
what does that
I
fucking
hit rock
mean?
bottom. I hit rock bottom.
Okay. You hit rock bottom.
And that's about the point you and I met.
When you hit rock bottom.
When I hit rock bottom, you were my rock bottom.
Oh.
When I rolled over in the bed that morning and I saw you sitting right there, I knew this was rock bottom.
I didn't know that.
Seth and I were lovers in a past life.
All right. We got 7 minutes left of this thing here.
Sorry if I just outed you. You can cut that out.
No, it's fine.
In post.
We got.
I thought the closet cast. I thought that's what the whole thing was.
I got a quick topic. You know about TikTok?
I love TikTok.
Do you have a TikTok?
No, but I know the Kesha song.
It's an app. The app.
The Chinese spyware app.
You could call it that.
I do.
There's a lot of talk right now amongst politicians and amongst influencers and amongst scientists, psychologists, about the effect TikTok has on the brains of children and even young adults, saying that it shortens attention span. Have you heard about this?
I have heard about this, but my frame has been about the app Triller, which is very similar to TikTok. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah.
Triller, I heard,
Triller.
is corrupting the youth, you know? So I'm not so familiar with TikTok, but its competitor app Triller I'm very familiar with.
It's a competitor?
Competitor, sure. Or a clone.
So you don't know anything about TikTok?
I don't know anything about TikTok other than what I've heard on Triller. I've heard the D'Amelios and Kevin Hart. They're the only people I follow.
Those are great people to follow. I feel
Kevin Hart's no longer on the app, but
no, he's not. He has what is he on? Is he on Hollow? He's like everyone put your rosaries out.
he might be.
Yeah,
He might be in Hinge for all I know.
he's most likely in Hinge.
I don't have a cell phone.
Okay, well, TikTok is a thing. It shows you like minute-long videos, like a minute-long, 30
It's
seconds
like
long.
Vine times 10.
Yeah, it's like Vine times 10. And it's the whole article that I read talks about just how children's attention spans could be becoming shorter because of TikTok. Now, do you think that's like an issue that needs to be resolved, or do you think it should just be what it is?
I think government bureaucracy needs to quit overstepping into the private sector.
What do you mean by that?
I think we should have open borders, open markets, and I think we should let the children do whatever they want.
So what happens if a kid like stumbles upon like a lot of like sexually charged content on TikTok, which is very easy to come across?
Then they get their rocks off. Let's just say that. I don't know if you can upload that to YouTube though. that might have to be cut out if we're being honest with ourselves.
So you think like a 9-year-old boy sees like a gamer girl, like
Let's just say who she is. It's Pokimane.
Could be Pokimane.
And she's got a low cut top.
Sure.
I think that's perfectly fine for the 9-year-old. Now, if there's a 9-year-old girl and she's seeing some hot hunk chopping wood, that's wholly inappropriate.
Why is it inappropriate for?
Because the societal double standard. And I am a misogynist.
Oh, right. Oh yeah,
How could you forget?
I forgot to introduce you as What
A
you?
raging misogynist.
Yeah. What's your name again? Fucking Slick Rick.
Pretty Ricky Barbian.
Pretty Ricky. I forgot. Pretty Ricky.
Call me RB for short.
Arby. For short, the misogynist.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or the massagist. I also do massage.
Deep tissue.
Deep tissue Swedish, hot rock, and light little dainty ones too.
That's cute.
Well, you should know I've given you them before.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to that TikTok thing. But you know, it is an issue. It seems like an issue for a lot of people. I mean, even people my age have TikTok.
Are you a child?
Well, no.
If so, I have some explaining to do.
The TikTok sphere.
TikTok sphere, yes.
It's just a dangerous platform. I feel like.
Do you think it should be banned?
No, I don't think TikTok
Do you
should.
think
be
it
banned.
should be heavily regulated?
I think that the algorithm is if it favors things like sexual content a lot and stupid short videos. That
Who
make
are you
no
to do
sense.
this moral grandstanding?
I'm not, because I'm not changing anything.
You're asking them to change their algorithm so they stop showing little 9-year-olds some tiggle bitties.
Big fat pussy.
We're just gonna go ahead and say it outright. I think there are some female viewers of this podcast that are not gonna like that we're using such vulgarities.
Just think of it as like a health class.
That's a great point, Seth. Now, TikTok with the children. How do you feel about family channels on the YouTube?
Family channels?
You know, family channels. You got the Ace family. You got the LeBrant family.
The Shaytards?
You got, sure, them too. Yeah. How do you feel about them?
That's worse in my opinion. I think it's extremely exploitative, and there's no way, there's no reason that you need to use your family as marketing for your channel. Just make content that doesn't involve them, because they're so young, they don't really understand the world, and
They can't give consent,
they can't give consent.
which I don't care about,
Oh, no, you don't.
because I am a raging misogynist.
Absolutely terrifying misogynist.
Sometimes I just burst into a place, and the women, they scream, they go, ah! 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 Because they just see pretty, they just see, they just see pretty Ricky come in the room. They're like, oh no, he's pretty Ricky Bobby and the raging misogynist, RB for short.
I'm just gonna wait till this minute runs out. That's awesome, Pretty Ricky.
If you
Yeah.
had 1 minute to save the world, and you had to pick one celebrity to talk to the aliens with their death laser pointed at Earth, who would you choose?
Probably Kamala Harris.
Why is that? Because you want everybody to die? I voted for Joe.
Okay.
Because I like the way he sniffs the little girl's hair.
Oh yeah, Joe's a misogynist.
You want me
too.
to show you?
Joe Misogyno.
That's what he does.
Now, tell me how it smelled.
It actually smelled pretty good. Oddly enough, though, it smelled like the apartment. Which, I'm not sure if that's one thing doing it to the other, or if it's your apartment smells like hair, or your hair smells like your apartment. It's a double-edged sword. Let's just say that.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You don't see many wild stallions anymore. No, you don't see many wild stallions anymore. And even if he did run off 3 of your best mares, he's one of the last of a wild and very singular breed. Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country.
Oh my god. You ever get that when your cock inverts into your sternum?
No.
That's why I'm wearing this coat, because I'm so cold.
All right. So we're back. I have a question for you.
Go ahead, shoot.
If you could bring 3 things with you on a desert island, what would it be?
I would bring my fur coat.
That's one.
It's made out of your father's pubic hair.
Did not know that. Did not know I had a father.
Well, I've been collecting his pubic hair for the last 10 years.
So you know where he is.
I do. He's the Rock.
What's the second item?
So I'd bring the fur coat, the chinchilla fur coat. Then I would bring maybe a small jug for potable water.
Would you have water in it?
Does that count as a third item? Because it's
No.
not intrinsically linked to the container in which it's brought within. Or are we getting too metaphysical here on your little Closet Cast podcast?
I think just a
And
gallon
then
of
the
water.
third thing I would bring would be my Lady of the Night Magnolia.
You'd bring a person.
I would bring a whole other person, because not only would she pleasure me to my heart's content on this deserted island, but I could eat her. What would you bring?
I don't know, like a book.
Hold on, I take it back. I will bring my 1979 Ford Thunderbird Heritage Edition.
Instead of what?
Instead of the water. And then instead of the fur coat, I'll bring a boat. Completely subvert your expectations as to what you would bring. And then by the logic of the potable water container, I would put gasoline in the boat, because they count as one thing. And then I will escape the island.
I don't know.
Boom!
I guess I'd bring a lighter. Credit card, I don't know.
Just 2 things, or was there a third? I forgot.
A book.
Oh, a book, a lighter, and a credit card. Who do you think you are, MacGyver?
No.
He's the guy that made like a airplane out of like some paper and a paper clip and like a rubber band.
Wasn't that like Harvey Dent?
No, I think that's the lawyer from Batman.
It's the mayor from Batman.
No, it's the lawyer from Batman.
Yes.
You know what that sounded like? That sounded like that bitch that was that was in Warriors. She was talking into the radio a whole bunch.
Yes.
She's like, how are you cool cats and mamma jammas and motherfuckers doing?
Mm.
That's how you were just talking.
So, speaking of which, Pretty Ricky, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably
Thinking about it.
I got a lot, so give me about 10 seconds.
Maybe give
and
me
if you
a
interrupt
few-
me, I'll punch you in the lung.
In the long.
I'll collapse your little bitch lung.
Mm.
I'd have to say Ed Wood.
Why Ed Wood?
Big Tim Burton fan.
You don't seem like the kind of guy that would like Ed Wood.
Okay, you got me, I lied.
Why would you lie?
I'm trying to relate to you, Seth, because I know you're a fan of Ed Wood. I saw Ed Wood and I thought it was a porno film.
There's not even a boob.
But Wood is in the title.
It's his name.
I thought it was a play on words.
No, his name is Edward Wood.
Edward would do what?
Come on, really? It's his name, Edward Wood Jr.
I never saw the movie. Go ahead and talk about some of his work.
Edward Wood?
Yes, Ed Wood.
He directed a movie called Glen or Glenda.
What's that one about?
It's about a guy struggling with his sexuality.
Does he dress up in ladies' clothing?
Yeah.
Because I've seen that one. I saw that one in theaters.
You saw Glen or Glenda in theaters?
Yeah, in 1965.
Why?
Because I liked the poster.
Or it was like, you like the poster?
It spoke to me.
I mean, I'll show the poster on the podcast.
Go ahead, show the poster.
But it doesn't seem like a poster that seems like it would entice someone like you.
You know what I'd actually have to say? My favorite film is probably Manos, Hands of Fate. I got him laughing like a little schoolgirl.
No, I'm laughing because that movie is fucking hilarious. Why do you like Manos?
I like its subject matter. I'm a big hands guy.
What do you?
Vagrants, vagabonds, the homeless, and hands.
What's the plot?
You got a homeless guy, I think. I don't have a cursory knowledge of it. I saw it 50 years ago. In a back alleyway where Paul Reubens was walking into an adult theater.
Aren't you 42 years old?
I'm 142. I look incredibly good for my age.
Yeah, you do, actually. You still have all your hair.
I have all of my hair. I actually went to Turkey and I got more.
So Paul Reubens is in Manos?
No. He was jerking off to it. I was very confused because he was just sitting there rubbing it dry to Manos, Hands of Fate.
Were you the whistleblower?
I was.
On Paul Reubens?
Yeah, you could call me the Edward Snowden of Pee Wee Herman.
The Edward Snowden.
That's another one of my nicknames.
The Edward Snowden of Pee Wee Herman?
Correct.
Because you outed him.
I outed. Well, I don't know if that's outed. I mean.
Well, what's wrong with jerking off in a porno theater?
It's against the rules, which I personally disagree with. Because I was sitting next to him doing the same thing, it's just I am not famous.
So you also were doing it, and you still...
I don't remember saying that.
I think you just said...
Roll the tape back. I think I said I was just sitting next to him. I don't think I was doing anything else.
That's interesting, because I just remember it differently.
Hey, I remember it differently, too.
You're technically famous now that you've been on a podcast.
That is true.
So, what if someone...
Hopefully the FBI doesn't raid my house and find my antique doctor's pictures.
What's on those?
Just things from medical textbooks. Nothing abnormal.
Asthma.
And if you do find them, somebody sent them to me. I had no clue what was in the packages.
You didn't?
No clue. That's what Micheal Jackson said, and he got away with it.
That's interesting. So you're saying that you're sort of like you have like a similar sort of you cross stitch with Micheal Jackson a little bit.
No, who's saying that? I don't recall that at all. Micheal Jackson actually might have been there with me and Paul Reubens.
He's the whistleblower for you.
Oh, you could call him some sort of blower. A fluffer, really.
Micheal Jackson would be amazing on TikTok.
He would, because he has all the dance moves prerequisite for becoming a young, hot star.
He also just loves enticing little children.
He also looked like a teenage girl.
Does he?
If a teenage girl had millions of dollars of plastic surgery, a fake nose, bleached white skin, and the silken hair of a China guy, can't say the other thing because that's considered a racial slur.
Is it?
It is, and I'm not going to say it on the podcast.
Come on.
Nope. Unless you promise you're going to beep it out. But I don't trust you.
I would bleep it out because it is my podcast. So, say the nastiest motherfucking word you know. Just say it right now. Jesus, dude.
It offends 20% to 30% of the population.
I'm gonna have to bleep that.
It's at an all-time high.
I'm gonna bleep that. I literally can't put that up. Yeah. Sorry. So don't say that. Come on.
I could also say, I'm not gonna say anything that would actually offend anybody, because once again, I don't trust you.
But yeah, I have to bleep
Go ahead, say the worst thing you know. Just so we're both on equal standing. Yeesh. Isn't it kind of weird, though, that I'm going to put a space in between here as to not be racially insensitive. But China, space, man, put them together and you have a wholly inappropriate word.
That's how language works.
Isn't that wild, though? Two fairly innocuous words. Japan, man, that's not a slur. Korea, man, Florida, man is a term of endearment.
Not here.
Where are we?
Where are we? Yeah, I agree. So your favorite movie is Manos, The Hands of Fate.
I love it because I'm trilingual.
It's great. Speaking of your favorite movie, then, what's some of your favorite music? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Some of my favorite artists are probably R. Kelly, Micheal Jackson, Chuck Berry. Who else could I throw in there that I really love rocking hard too?
Is this in a particular order? Because you said R. Kelly first.
He's just the first one that popped into my head.
And he's your favorite. Why?
Yes. R. Kelly, because he has that song that goes, you know that one?
Yeah, I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah. Go ahead, sing something of it for me.
I believe I can fly.
Woo!
I believe I can touch the sky.
Woo!
I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
Oh no, really hit it.
I believe I can soar.
Woo!
So you like that song?
And then it's, see me walking through that open door. Oh, I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Something like that, I believe.
My God, my soul.
And then he's got that other one where he's asking the itty-bitty girls in Ethiopia if they have received their vaccines and if they have up-to-date passports in which they can travel on his plane and come back to America with him.
Do you have your passports? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was a great song. I love that one. That was a top hit in Africa.
Was it?
It was.
That song?
That song.
People
was
really
off the charts.
People drool for R. Kelly in Africa?
That's true. They actually, I don't know if you're familiar with his enslavement program in which he ran, not in Africa per se, but in the United States, in which he had many women in a harem allocated to the basement of his home.
Harum scarum?
No, harem is a term that comes from Middle Eastern dialect. It's also harem pants, and MC Hammer wore harem pants, which are the baggy pants that have a cuffed ankle.
Oh, okay.
Parachute pants are a completely wholly different pair of pants that people have taken this term and applied it to a word in which it's a misnomer, because parachute pants are pants which are somewhat baggy, but they have zippers upon them for air pockets when you go skydiving. Whereas harem pants are similar to a genie's pant. From the Arab culture.
So you know a lot about the Arab culture.
I'm very well versed in all world history.
That's awesome.
I have a degree in it.
Yeah, so R. Kelly peed on a lot of girls, right?
Pissed on her. You know who else did? Chuck Berry as well, and that's why he's one of my favorite artists. Yeah, he pissed in shit all over some hookers in his restaurant.
In his restaurant?
In his restaurant.
For real?
He had a hidden camera in there. Chuck Berry, the grandfather of rock and roll, or whatever the fuck they call him.
Johnny B. Good.
Yeah. One very great video. You could maybe intercut it into this podcast. I don't know what the rating is for this.
It's NC-17.
There we go. Perfect. Just like some of the snuff films that I have co-produced. So you got Chuck Berry, and he's pissing all over this woman. And he's like, give me a kiss. She goes up to give him a kiss, and he slaps her away, and he's like, "You smell like piss." He doesn't kiss her because she smells like piss, and he's the one that just pissed on her.
That's like a masterclass of comedy right there. That's irony. Had to flip the toothpick.
Sometimes it gets too soggy on one end. You don't want it to break.
So how long have you had that toothpick in for?
42 years.
You've never taken it out?
Never taken it out.
Not even like...
It's almost fused my body. It's a medical anomaly.
What about when you're... So, when you're eating?
I use the other side of my mouth.
That's bold.
When I'm smoking a cigar, I use the other side of my mouth.
You do?
When I'm smoking some hashish, I use the other side of my mouth.
You smoke hashish?
Like I said, I'm very in tune with the Arab world culture.
That's awesome. Pretty Ricky?
Pretty Ricky, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Not gonna. Don't worry. I won't. I wouldn't dare.
You want to come join me in my, let's call it a harem of like-minded individuals, in which we together roam the streets at night, providing services to those in need. Would that be something that would interest you, Seth?
No.
What would your name be if you were?
Okay. My name would be, Seth, the best.
See, I think we should call you, William Randolph Hearst.
Why?
Because you're big into the yellow journalism.
Since when? Since when have I been into the yellow journalism?
Since everything you've ever written.
What?
I'll tell you off camera.
I haven't written anything.
I know you've written a manuscript or two.
Interesting.
Remember, we co-produced that snuff film in the mid to late 80s.
Right.
In Tijuana.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll move on. There's a,
what, can you not say snuff film on YouTube?
No, we can't have people know about that.
Well, I'll tell them. It was called, Zapatos,
No.
Shoes of Fate.
No, it wasn't.
It was. There was a pony
No.
show in it, too.
There's not. That's funny.
Seth is the guy who murdered her.
No, it wasn't. It was like a...
It was a bit.
It was a bit.
It was in Minecraft in the mid to late 80s.
Yeah, when it was just like...
Paul Reubens was there. Let's implicate him, too.
And I whistle-blowed him.
You whistle blew him the best I've ever seen up until that point. More so than Edward Snowden. He whistle blows Vladimir Putin now.
Vladimir Putin, my fucking penis.
Yeah.
And
Vladimir Putin, these nuts all up in your face. Inshallah. You know what that means?
No.
It means if God wills it.
I think that's in a Brockhampton song.
Might be. You ever been to the Hamptons?
No.
Neither have I.
You know Brockhampton, though?
I'm familiar with Brockhampton. He's a great individual.
Same with the...
Brockhampton, I think, is actually one of the men in my stable.
In your stable.
Yeah, I have Brockhampton and I have Diesel.
Ah.
They're some of my prized stallions.
Well, folks, it looks like we're learning a lot about Pretty Ricky today.
I have American Pharaoh in there, too.
But when we come back, we're going to be trying the Arby's menu.
We'll be trying the Arby's menu. What do they have there?
They have
They have the meats.
the meats.
That was a layup. That was so much of a layup at the end. You had to say, Inshallah, if God wills it, and then the ball goes in. That's what they do in basketball. The Muslims.
Yeah, you're not making any sense to me right now. But there's
I invented Arby's. Where do you think the RB comes from? Arby's. Ricky Barbian. Yeah.
You didn't fucking invent it.
Yeah, I invented Arby's. Roast beef. Right there. RB again.
We'll be
That's
right
my
back.
invention.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom. He's eating right. They're eating right here in an Arby's roast beef restaurant. Eating Arby's slow-roasted, so wholesome roast beef sandwiches. Slices and slices of tender roast beef. The kind of roast beef Arby's takes the time to make right.
Don't worry, Mom. I'm eating right.
Don't worry, Mom, they're eating at Arby's.
Okay, we're back, everyone. We're gonna be doing an Arby's taste test. We didn't really get a chance to just like buy everything on the menu, because I'm not rich. I feel like you probably could have chipped in.
I could have, but my funds right now at the moment are extremely liquid.
Liquid. So that means they don't.
Like
exist.
I said, I'm an alcohol baby. It's all tied up in the alcohol market.
Gotcha. Well, we have. I tried to get just a good like spectrum,
A smorgasbord.
a
one may say.
smorgasbord of different things from Arby's. So I just cut the sandwiches in half and kind of split everything in half. There's chicken nuggets. There's a Reuben. There's the curly fries.
Speaking of Reubens, he was in that movie theater that one time, J and his D. Is he named for the sandwich?
Don't think he's named for the sandwich.
Oh, that reminds me. Because I invented Arby's, I named the sandwich for him.
There's Arby's curly fries. And there's a buffalo chicken slider. And you cannot forget the Arby's classic roast beef. Now, what do you think we should start with? I think we should end on the roast beef.
Oh, okay. I think we should start then with the nuggets, curly fries, the slider, then the Reuben, and then finish with the classic roast beef.
Yeah, alright, let's start with the nugget. This is a nugget. You can get 4 of them for $4. He just ate the whole thing.
You can also get 6 of them for $5.99.
Okay, right off the bat, not a big fan.
Why is that?
It's bland,
Would you prefer more pepper?
probably. I'm gonna dip it in the Arby's horsey sauce.
It's made of actual horse. You can trust me because I invented it.
That's rancid.
You really don't like it?
That tastes terrible.
It's my mother's recipe.
Is it?
Cameo. That's her name.
Her name is Cameo?
Mm-hmm.
So did she make the app?
No relation. But she did found the band Cameo. They had the hit song in 1981 called Word Up.
Alright, what next? The fries.
Correct.
So these curly fries are notorious.
And you love when you get a big fat chunk of curls, you know?
Get all that curl in there.
It reminds me of your
Eat that
father's
curl.
pubic hair.
Eat that fucking curl. Eat the curl.
I just did.
I'm gonna eat one.
Go ahead. Does that remind you of anybody's pubic hair?
Did you say Jew?
I did not. I am, of course, of Jewish ethnicity. So if I did, that would be okay.
Yeah, the fries are good.
These are a staple.
I think it's probably...
Oh, I got a nice long one right there. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's really good.
Looks like a little earthworm. You know what else looks like a little earthworm?
What?
The penis inside of your father's bush.
What?
Because that's where I got the coat from. You remember?
No, it's a good bit. We're gonna try the buffalo chicken slider now.
Who are we?
Yeah, this one I just kind of picked because I was feeling disgusting.
You're feeling a slider. Now what's all on this?
There's buffalo sauce. It looks like there's also some ranch. There's like some white stuff on it, like white sauce, and it comes on like a white bun. It
That's
honestly,
semen. It's another type of milk.
is that from horse too?
Horse semen, that's mad expensive. No, this is just regular semen.
Okay, well, bottoms up.
It's got a tanginess to it.
That's actually pretty good.
I've never had this before.
I'm not a big fan of buffalo, so I don't know why I bought it. But I think that's my favorite thing so far.
I enjoy this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to take another curly fry. And have a little bit of a flavor combo.
There you go. Yeah, the fries, I would say, are the best part of any Arby's meal. They have the right amount of both crispy bits and like fat, juicy potato bits. They also,
Did you tell the audience that you've never had Arby's before? Was that
Oh.
prefaced?
no.
Because otherwise they're just sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with these two dudes just sitting here eating Arby's?
Yeah, no, I've never eaten Arby's before. I guess I never prefaced that, which is why we're doing this, because I wanted to see.
I'm America's largest franchisee of Arby's.
Yeah, I got the Arby's leader here,
Mm-hmm.
the cult leader,
I'm the representative from Arby's corporate.
and I will say you did a great job on the buffalo chicken slider.
Thank you.
But I think we should try the Reuben next. Now, the
I
Reuben,
will be abstaining from eating the Reuben.
Why is that?
I'm not a big fan of Polish people.
That makes sense. This thing looks the most unappetizing out of everything on the plate. It has sauerkraut, corned beef, and Thousand Island dressing, and it comes on rye bread that's partly soggy.
But that's by invention.
And it's huge. It's a fucking huge sandwich.
How much was it?
It was $8.
Holy shit. That's more. That's actually. That's I think the same price as the Wagyu beef burger that they had there, and that was Wagyu grade A beef.
Yeah, I don't know why it was so expensive. I'm assuming it's because it's so big. So I'm gonna try it. You're not gonna?
No, I will be abstaining for religious purposes.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna take a deep bite to
Go
make
for
up
it.
to make up for both of us.
Go for it.
I'm already feeling
I think
the.
you should start on this end because it's closest together. Chew into the mic, boy. How's that savory flavor? You know, I'm not going to mention it, but you got a little bit on your lip. On the other side. There you go. You pretty much got it.
Yeah, so it tastes kind of just like how I would expect a Reuben to taste. It's nothing special though. I think it's just pretty mid.
If you don't mind, I'd like a doggy bag for the Reuben.
You serious?
Yeah,
Okay, we'll get you a doggy bag for the Reuben.
thanks. Because I have to feed it to your mother when I get home. Put it in a dish.
Let's try the roast beef.
The classic.
This is just classic roast beef. Last time I had this was when I was a kid, and I don't remember if I liked it or not.
Now, may I just
The-
say, Seth, could you do a close up with the roast beef so they can see?
Yeah.
I mean, you can see its glistening folds and its seeded bun. Seeded bun is the only way I like my buns.
This thing is fucking awful.
You think if we put it underneath a microscope, we could see it move?
I would say most likely.
It has a heartbeat. That's one of the selling points.
Well, I'm pumped for that.
This is actually based on a old Native American recipe.
I think this is the worst episode.
I stole it. It is not the worst episode. I can't believe you just said that.
I'm kidding. All right.
It better be, or I'll collapse your lung. What are your thoughts on this?
That's pretty fucking good.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I mac on these at least once a day.
It's really good.
Is that genuine?
Yeah. I really like it.
Good, because I do actually love Arby's.
I think it would be even better if
With a little bit of horsey sauce.
no.
Go ahead, put some horsey sauce
Okay.
on
Yeah, I'll put a
You
little
get
bit.
the full experience.
I'll get the whole experience here. It screams when I bite it.
That's from the children that were ground up.
I think the horsey sauce adds to it.
Some people take the top of the bun off. They swirl the horsey sauce around it on there. Put the bun back on. And then eat it that way. Tell me, why do you put it on your plate first? Is that just a personal characteristic?
It's just so that I can get the horsey sauce on just about everything.
Nice. It's a large packet. It's about yay big.
How big?
It's comparable.
You're eating a lot right now. You have a whole sandwich in your mouth.
A boy's gotta eat. And as they say down south, what mama don't know won't hurt her.
Okay.
Bite down.
Yeah. Okay. My verdict.
My verdict was not guilty. I was proven innocent.
The Arby's verdict.
Oh yeah, that one.
I would say Mr. What's your name again? Mr. Slicky Ricky Tricky
Slicky Ricky? Come on, do not demean me. My name is Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky, I would say,
People on the streets call me Big Dick.
that's pretty upfront.
Well, I walk around without pants on, so it's really what they shout at me more so than anything. This podcast is from the, chest up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they can't tell that I'm not wearing pants right now?
No,
Oh, well, there we go.
not even I can.
You think I was gonna hit you?
You looked pissed off. Okay, yeah. Arby's verdict. The worst thing is probably the chicken nuggets. I don't think it's worth getting.
Those are recently introduced in a legitimate meaning. They were recently put on the menu 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, they're kind of shit. They don't need nuggets.
They actually, you keep calling them nuggets. What you should be calling them is the 4-piece premium nuggets.
They're not called that.
Yes, they are. Check your receipt.
Not when I bought them.
They're called the premium nuggets. I'm not even fucking joking.
Well, they're hardly premium because they suck shit.
What place has the best nuggets in your opinion? Not including Chick-fil-A, which I do hold stock in purely for political beliefs.
Honestly, McDonald's. It's hard to beat. Because it's not even real chicken for the most
Now,
part.
these are actual white meat chicken. Or so I'm told from the men in the Wuhan factory.
There's a lack of seasoning on the nuggets.
Most likely because a white person cooked them.
That's true. There's a little bit too much tough bits throughout it. And just I don't like the grizzle.
Did you eat both of those? Like a bite off of them? Or
No,
is one of them free?
This one's free. I didn't even touch that one.
I'm going to go ahead and steal this one.
So do you like the nuggets?
I love them. I regularly get the 6-piece.
You really
and
do?
the mozzarella stick.
I was almost about to get the mozzarella
The
stick.
mozzarella sticks, I will say, are actually very good. They're much better than the ones you can buy in the store. Because the frozen ones that you buy in the store, they have very little seasoning on them, seeing as how they're frozen.
I see.
But the ones that you can get from Arby's have a nice array of pepper and garlic. And a hint of tingy salt.
And hint of tingy salt.
Correct.
What's tingy salt?
It reinforces the precursor word hint. So it's a little tinge of salt. It's a hint of a little tinge of salt.
Well, that was the Arby's taste test. You're still eating. I'll let you eat. I
hope your mic is picking up every single one of these food sounds.
It's definitely picking up every single one of those.
Because
food
it's going to be unbearable for the final
I think I'll just
20 minutes or so.
I think I'll just mute your half.
I've been called a loud eater before.
But yeah, I think I'd give the overall experience like a 6 out of 10. because...
Will you go back?
Yeah, I think I'll go specifically for the roast beef. I'm not going to go out of my way to go to Arby's.
Okay. You're not going to plan ahead like a meal
No.
at Arby's or anything like that.
It's only out of desperation. Truly. And I'm too... I was about to get the Meat Mountain for this occasion. I was going to just get us a Meat Mountain. I think we should save that for another episode, though.
I do agree. You know what? I think for the next time, we should have a Meat Mountain, and I think we should have a McGangbang.
We should just... Yeah, we should get all the secret... It's not a secret menu item, but all like those like special items.
And whatever the one from Subway is.
Is there one from Subway?
There is. I think it's just you ask them to do it like original style or something, and they like tear out the bread that's inside the bun.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so, and they just put a little bit more meat in there.
That sounds just like a normal sandwich.
It is. Well, it was like 15, 20 years ago, and then Subway got bought by like some doctors group. Or so I'm told.
It got bought by a doctor's group?
Yeah, it's owned by like doctors, like Incorporated or something like that.
Doctors Incorporated.
It's legitimately called something stupid like that.
And what do you think of Subway?
Subway, more like Jared Fogle went across state lines to have sex with a kid. Which I will neither on camera condone nor denounce.
That's awesome.
Because once again, I do believe in open borders.
Do you?
Wholeheartedly. I'm libertarian to the bone.
To the bone.
You can consider me a Republican who likes smoking weed. Because that's all libertarians are.
That's true.
You could call me a classical liberal. That's what racist people say. Not be grouped in with other conservatives. What political ideology do you fall under?
Muslim.
That's religious.
But yeah, I want to thank you for being on the podcast. Had a fun time talking with you, eating Arby's.
I'd give this a 10 out of 10. And I encourage all of your viewers, all 7 to 59 of them,
That's true.
to go eat Arby's. Not because I own stock or anything of the sort, but because I really care about the food.
I already feel my stomach turning upside down. Thanks for doing this. Whenever you come back on, whenever Pretty Ricky comes
Pretty Ricky,
back on.
if Pretty Ricky is still alive for the next episode,
That's true.
he may have his good friend Hunter come back.
That'd be nice. I miss Hunter.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I miss his I miss his normalness.
I'll have to let him know.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna
Just remember who has the most watched episode of your little podcast. Bitch.
well I actually feel
You gonna play rugby after this?
it's getting to me. The Arby's is like fucking attacking me from the inside.
This is like Hot Ones but with Arby's.
I feel like you could do the same thing. You could just feed someone an excessive amount of Arby's, like roast beef, and just... I hate this.
You know what else we can do on the next Palmcast?
What?
We can go ahead and do the world's hottest chip.
We should do that.
That would be a great idea, because we could do a McGangbang, we could do a Meat Mountain, and then we could do the world's hottest chip. Extremes on every array.
Array.
El Rey, there was just a shooting at El Rey the other day. I was not involved.
Thank you for everybody for watching, and we'll catch you at episode 9.
You ever wonder if David Carradine is just one day going to be hanging in your closet? Sometimes I open mine up real quick to see if I can catch him.
What?